Hey, everybody. Hope we're all doing well. Just gonna get a quick bit of MSQ in before I head to work. Last time, we came up to Helix with Graha and Alice to try to learn something. Oh yeah, secrets behind tempering. That's what we came up here to learn. And they couldn't figure out the password. So yeah, let's see what's happening. Give me one sec. Alright, sorry about that. Just wanted to close my window real quick. My dad's working outside. I should probably mention that I have yet to meet Sid since waking up. Rambros did send word to the Ironworks, but it appears our friend has been afield on urgent business. Nevertheless, I assure you my proposal to seek his help is no pretext. However much I might look forward to seeing him again, him and everyone, but come. Let us be on our way. Look at him. All but running. How sweet. Still, it wouldn't do to keep him waiting. Shall we? Wait, where are we going? Oh, we're going back to the Rising Stones? Alright. Alright. Rising Stones over here. I do not come up to Mordona very often. Long load time. Kyle and Tataru. Wonderful news, Chris. Tataru contacted Sid on our behalf, and he is on his way here as we speak. While we wait, I should like very much to hear what transpired at the Alliance Council. Would you be so kind, Cryle? Yeah, I didn't want to be there for the meeting, but I'll listen. As you know, the meeting was convened to discuss how best to respond to recent events in Garlemald. According to intelligence from our Dome and allies, the War of Succession rages on, and the Empire remains without a leader. Amidst the chaos, the Imperial legions in the provinces have begun to move independently of the motherland. Of greatest concern to us is the Third, a legion aligned with Lord Nerva. It appears they have received substantial financial backing from House Brutus. That's Fandaniel. Brutus, aren't they those who took in Yatsuyu and Asahi? This bodes well. Zenith's movements, however, remain shrouded in mystery. We're hoping that Thancred and Urian J will be able to shed some light on his activities when they return. Until such time as they do, Allied leaders feel it would be unwise to interfere in the conflict. And so, thanks in part to the Imperial withdrawal from Gimlet, they have decided to turn their attention to the primal problem once more. Working with friendly factions among the beast tribes, they hope to reopen dialogue and explore new avenues for peace. Given the timing, I suspect they wish to put their respective houses in order ahead of a decisive clash with the Empire. Whatever their intent, this is not a problem easily solved. The Laminsons, in particular, struggle in their efforts, and Alphinaud and Y'shtola have been called upon to aid them. So long as we are dealing with the Tempered, I'm afraid no amount of dialogue will avail us. But if we can develop a treatment for tempering, then anything is possible. Which is why we must succeed. And on that cheery note, why not make yourselves comfortable in Dawn's Respite? I'll show Sid in as soon as he arrives. Hopefully this is a transition to a voice-acted cutscene. My voice is not doing especially great today. Hey, Azrak, how you doing, bud? Here, hold on. I think it's just us in here, but just in case. Hope you've been doing well. Oh, how you doing, Fo? I'm doing really well lately. Lot of things in general, just looking up. How have you been? Sid. Hey, there's the man. I'm doing good, just relaxing for now until I do my homework later. Valid. Forgive us for not Forgive us for not coming to see you sooner, my friend. As you may have heard, we've had our hands full. In our defense, you are up rather early. I was under the impression you'd be slumbering a while longer. Oh, I would have been, had you not fulfilled your promise. I still struggle with that idea. From where I stand, the secrets of traversing time and space seem exactly as unfathomable as they ever did. But if an alternate version of myself has already laid them bare, I dare say that frees me up to concentrate on other endeavors. Speaking of which, you wanted my help with something. What is it? Open this password. Figure it out. Hack the computer. Well, well, a treatment for tempering. And for the next step, you need to find the password to this Alligans report. But Sid, if you don't do it, you'll cause a paradox. So true. It's okay, he doesn't know that because he hasn't studied it. He doesn't know what he's doing. Leave him alone, he's trying his best. Just so, with nary a clue to guide us, we could be here forever and still not guess correctly. And thus we turn to you. Well, I'd love to say we could help you, so I will. Once suitably configured, a Magitech terminal should make short work of identifying the password. I knew I could rely on you. Now, anticipating that it might be of use, I took the liberty of borrowing a tombstone from Rambros. It contains an Alligan dictionary. Ah, we're getting into people just having cell phones now. Good thinking. I'll transfer the information to a terminal and set it to work right away. Ah, looks like it's finished. Let's see. Freedom. The password is freedom. Short and simple, just as I said. Would you care to do the honors, Your Highness? I would, my lady. Don't say that, Graha. You're already canonically, like, an incel. Node, open the report entitled Iconic Corruption and Overview. An overview. Password, freedom. Password accepted. Opening report. This report seeks to provide an overview of the mechanism by which icons corrupt and bind men to their will. The phenomenon we call corruption refers to the alteration of the ether of the soul. Said ether ordinarily exists in equilibrium, no one element being more prominent than another. But when a subject is exposed to the ether of an icon, this changes, their soul taking on the properties of the entity in question. By way of an example, exposure to the ether of the fiend, Sephiroth, would cause the subject ether to become aligned with the element of earth. As a consequence, the subject would attain heightened affinity with earth-aspected magics, as well as preternatural levels of endurance. Repeated exposure would further enhance these traits, ultimately altering the subject's very flesh. The changes undergone by the subjects are not solely attributed to elemental alignment, however. Further testing has determined that the subject's soul becomes umbrally changed, or stagnant, during the process. You must be very confident that you'll be able to fix it to have them transform in front of you. This stagnation of the soul has the effect of diluting the sense of self, rendering the subject vulnerable to the will of the icon, the thoughts of whom come to consume their entire existence. In this manner do the corrupted become worshippers of the icon, their prayers serving to further empower the entity. Having discerned the mechanism of iconic corruption, my colleagues and I set out to develop a material capable of shielding one from its effects, an endeavor in which we were successful, albeit at great cost. In the course of testing, many of my assistants, good men and women all, fell victim to corruption, and in accordance with protocol, they were summarily put to death. I subsequently submitted a proposal to investigate potential cures for corruption, but it was rejected, deemed non-essential by Lord Amon, the guy with the funny hat. Though I knew it would be fruitless, I protested the decision, and for my impertinence, I have been stripped of rank and title and will shortly be expelled from this facility. In all likelihood, this report will be expunged from the archives. Nevertheless, I record it in the hope that one day, someone will undertake to do that which I could not, and find a cure for the victims of iconic corruption. End recording. So not even the Allagans are able to find a cure. Or rather, we're not given the chance to do so. One cannot help but wonder what motivated Lord Amon's decision. More importantly, this confirms that stagnation of the soul is indeed the problem, and Angelo can remedy that. True. Yet were we simply to reanimate a tempered soul, I fear it would do naught to diminish the individual's fanatical faith. Indeed, it may well intensify it. No, we would somehow need to suppress the primal's hold over the subject at the same time, or risk them all remaining its thrall. So if we could only make them remember who they were. So there's no point in reviving their souls unless we can also restore their sense of self. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that second one. But of course, memory transference. The process has the effect of compartmentalizing memories, separating them into manageable bundles, if you will. By adapting the technique, it may be possible to achieve selective reanimation. That is, limit the effects to only those memories that existed prior to tempering. Hey, thank you for the health package. I will have a sippy in just a minute. Through thus restoring the sense of self, we could theoretically drown out the incitements of false faith which had come to dominate the individual's thoughts. I see. The theory seems sound, and our experiences treating the light corrupted would help us to identify suitable memories for reanimation. But are you confident you can adapt memory transference as required? I seem to recall your attempts to do so while trying to bring us home culminated in literal bloodletting. They did, you are right. Despite my best efforts, I could not recreate the mechanism, and I concede that the rather clumsy compromise I reached would not provide the basis for a cure. Then perhaps it's better that we consider another approach. Your doubts are understandable, but this time I believe we have reason to be confident. You see, nodes such as this were built with the ability to simulate magics. Which leads me to believe that it may be capable of performing simulations of transference technique. If so, we would be able to conduct years' worth of tests within the span of a few days. In theory, it would be no different from how we identified the password. But it'll take more calculating power. A lot more. I honestly couldn't say whether our equipment would be up to the task. Tell me, Sid, do you suppose Owen locked his report behind... Why do you suppose Owen locked his report behind a password? To keep it from prying eyes, of course. Why else? Wait. A password that could be guessed by anyone with leisure, and a dictionary wouldn't keep it from a person minded to look. No, he wanted his report to be seen by those who strive for freedom. Not unlike the members of a certain distinguished engineering collective. I believe their motto was freedom through technology or some such. You two, round up as many magic terminals as you can and bring them to the workshop. Right away, Chief. Things are about to get very busy. Luckily, we have you to help, eh? Who, me? No, I got other stuff. I'm busy that day. Right. When Gralhati and I configure the terminals, I want the rest of you to procure supplies. Namely, ceruleum to fuel the terminals and ice shards to keep them cool. The more we have of both, the better. Leave the ice shards to me. I'll round up some adventurers and go on a gathering spree. You literally don't need to. I accidentally skipped something trying to open up my inventory. Hold on. I'm trying to find the spot. It's not gonna go. It is a very pretty sword. I love this sword. I want to know what they said, so I'm just looking up the quest real quick to find the dialogue. leave the ice shards to me. I'll round up some adventures and go on a gathering spree. In that case, I'll trust Chris and Alice with the ceruleum. Here's a promissory note for each of you. Take them to the Sky Steel Manufactory in Ishgard and the ceruleum processing plant in Thanalan. The people there will give you what we need. Yours is a well-known face in the Holy See, I believe. If it's all the same to you, I'll head to Thanalan. That's a very good point. Yeah, I'll go deal with Ishgard. Yes, this is the Figment of Spring. It's so pretty. A buddy of mine, Tika, who's actually playing in my new campaign that's starting up on Tuesday, he got it for me for being a forever DM. Very pretty, also very expensive. Or at least it was. I don't know how expensive they are now. Oopsie. It's probably to the point where I could buy one. Like, buy the coffer that it comes in. Which I would not be against the idea of, because I actually would love to get some of the other weapons. Up this way. I want one that is for samurai. But I also got a sword from one of the extremes I did for samurai that I really like. You stand in the Sky Steel Manufactory. What is it you require? Issued by Garland Ironworks, this promissory note is intended for the purchase of the quantity of ceruleum specified thereupon. So you're after ceruleum. In that case, please present the note to our engineer at the airship landing. He shall be glad to assist you. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm about to go through a bunch of bureaucratic red tape, and I'm going to be running from person to person? Let's see. The pillars... Where? Oh, it's over here. Because this is an RPG. So true. Speaking of RPGs, I downloaded the demo for Trails in the Sky last night. I haven't touched it yet, but I'm excited to. I'm probably going to play a bit of it after work. From everything I've been hearing, it's like really good. And you have to do the run-around mission. Yep, they gotta give me chores. Ceruleum, you've come to the right man. Fair warning though, the price has shot up on account of the uncertainty with the Empire. There you go. Well now, a promissory note from the Ironworks. Don't see many of these. Not that it's a problem. It's as good as gold to me. Yada yada yada, yada yada. Oh! Well, hello there.
My friend! After the disappointment of not seeing you in Alamigo, what good fortune to chance upon you here of all places.
What do you mean? This is literally your home.
As you may have heard, the Allied nations are making a renewed effort to address the primal problem. To that end, have I invited the chieftain of the Vanu to Ishgard, that we might together plot a course.
Yeah, you guys aren't friends with Bismarck.
Since the war with the Empire appears to be nearing its conclusion, I would also like to call upon Estinian's lance. Alas, he is, as ever, a difficult man to find. I am informed he recently paid a visit to the Rising Stones. Should he happen to do so again, be sure to pass on my regards, won't you? But tell me, what business brings you to our fair city this day?
Is this guy an asshole? No, he's one of the best friends you could possibly have in this game.
A cure for tempering. You never cease to amaze me. Until now, our only hope has been prevention, our every failure irrevocable. But this would rewrite the rules of engagement. It could end the cycle of bloodshed.
It actually, at the very beginning of Heavensward, he was a little bit of an asshole. Because Ishgard, the place that we're in right now, is a very closed-off nation and has been for 1,000 years. But Aymeric here, like, once they open up and start getting to know you, they are incredibly kind.
Very well. You shall have all the ceruleum we can provide, and an airship with which to transport it. In this matter, you may count on Ishgard's full support.
He does look like an asshole, though. He looks like a pompous prick. Back to the ironworks already? Yeah. Oh god. They set up a lot of terminals. We are no longer in a hospital. We're now in a lab. What do you look so tired for?
Oh, who would have thought ceruleum weighed so much?
Everyone?
Serves me right for being stubborn, I suppose. I should have just done what you did and accepted help.
Yeah.
Good work, you two. This is all we asked for and more. Quite a lot more, now that I look at it. Lord Aymeric, eh? And entirely by chance. Ha! Some people have all the luck.
I'm sorry.
We have also succeeded in configuring
What?
the terminals, thanks in no small part to our able assistant.
When did they change the voice actor for Sid? Hold on.
It's been a while, hero.
Hi,
You seem
Nero.
surprised to see me. Lest you misunderstand, I've no interest in such things as cures for tempering. But if you mean to achieve that which eluded even the storied Allagans, it seemed plain that you would require my expertise. And so it proved. Is that not right, Garland?
Ask Jessie. She was the one who hired you. All I know is you're an employee of the Ironworks now, so you'll bloody well earn your keep.
That wasn't the only reason I agreed to cooperate. I'm reliably informed that Garland and I are destined to unravel the secrets of travel, not only across dimensions, but through time. Doubtless the lion's share of the credit lies with me. 9 parts to Garland's 1. And this research will be a stepping stone to that illustrious achievement.
Very well then. I'll do 1/10 of the work. Just the part that's beyond you.
Whatever you say, Garland.
By the way, the healing applications of Crystal Foci proved very useful in getting us to where we are now. I must remember to thank Mikoto.
So, according to Google, his voice actor did not change. The voice sounds incredibly different. So I'm not entirely sure if I believe that. However, there's also a theory that he caught COVID and it just played absolute hell on his throat for a little while.
Right. If everyone's ready, let's begin. All appears to be in order. Now, we just have to wait for it to find us our magic. Why not take this opportunity to put your feet up? This may take a while.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Red light's never a good sign.
She won't last much longer! We'll have to shut it down.
Wait! We're close. So very close.
Oh.
Well, this is going swimmingly.
Please, a moment longer. I beg you. There. I was able to memorize the magic before it faded. It still needs to be put to the proof, but I believe we have our cure.
Okay, wait. That's actually pretty good. That could be huge.
It's just as well. She'll never run again.
The fault is mine. I'm sorry.
Don't be. It may fall short of dimension hopping, but a cure for tempering is not to be sniffed at. This, my friend, is a world-changing discovery. One we're proud to have had a hand in. A few Magitech terminals are a pittance to pay.
Thank you.
Well, we've done what we can. The rest is up to you.
Well, I mean, at least we have, like, the theory about it. I hope that whatever you were able to memorize, Graha, works. Please let me keep going. Thank you. There. At long last, we have our cure. In theory, at any rate. We cannot be certain until such time as we put it to the proof, but I am quietly confident. Well, if we're to test it on someone, then I suggest Gabu. His symptoms are relatively mild. It'll be fine. I'm sure of it. Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen to him? Yes, as long as we exercise due caution, it will be fine. Hi, baby. Without further ado then, let us make for Limsa. We've kept Gabu waiting long enough. Let's go save Gabu! It's been a long time coming. So, I'm thinking that I'm gonna finish up after this quest, because I gotta start getting ready for work. But tomorrow, I might do a long stream before D&D. Like, from whenever I wake up until maybe like a couple hours beforehand, that way I can go and still prep stuff. Because I gotta prep for Monday's game, and I still haven't done anything for my Tuesday game. I have ideas that I have written down, I just haven't put them on the Roll20. Maelstrom Command. There, Aft Castle. Please. Please load. Thank you. I gotta save Gabu. Where? I oddly say. Well, this is the moment of truth. I'll have our host bring Gabu to us at once. It's been, I think, like 3 expansions now? No, 2 expansions. This poor little kobold.
Apologies for the wait.
Gabu, have you been good?
Oh.
Still no change, I'm afraid. He just stands there in silence until we move him.
It's all right now. We're going to help you get better.
Fancy meeting you here.
Alphinaud! no, Y'shtola! I thought you were attending to primal matters.
We were, and came here for a meeting on the subject. Certain pirate factions did not deign to attend, however, and it was cancelled.
We had resigned ourselves to having wasted a journey when we chanced to espy you. Could it be that there has been progress with the treatment?
Well, that kind of remains to be seen.
Using
there's a
Magitech
good
terminals
chance.
to formulate the solution. I would never have contemplated such an approach.
So this new magic, adapted from memory transference, would be used to purge the subject of their fanatical faith, while Angelo would be responsible for reanimating the ether of their soul.
In theory.
Yet I wonder at the practicalities. If one were to reanimate the soul first, it would only serve to exacerbate the tempering. Conversely, a stagnant soul would not respond to the effects of the magic. Would both need to be performed simultaneously?
Ah, nothing escapes Master Matoya's inquiring eye. As you say, both must be carried out simultaneously. And thus, I propose to imbue Angelo with the tempering treatment in much the same manner as I did the spirit vessels.
Please don't call her Master Matoya. Biggie.
By doing so, we also spare Graha the trouble of casting spell after spell. It's really rather efficient.
Bacon bits. Yeah, I don't care what
Be
Alice
that as it
calls him
may,
his bacon bits.
Certain difficulties are unavoidable. The imbuing process will still require no small amount of ether. And, as I can no longer draw upon the Crystal Tower's stores of energy, I will be compelled to rely on those of others.
Well, I, for one, would be glad to assist.
As would I. Since the resumption of our duties, it has been naught but stuffy meetings, and I have ample ether to spare.
Excellent. With your permission, then, let us begin.
Hi, Mr. Submissive and Breedable. How was your nap? You know, he's doing pretty good. Alphino, why you gotta make that face?
Yes, this will do. And now, it's my turn.
Don't say that while glaring at the pig. It's really beneath you.
Tis done.
No small amount indeed. Oh.
Well, we seek to go where even the Allagans did not. It was never like to be easy.
That is
The
actually
rest is
valid.
up to you, Alize. The treatment itself will take time and focus, so we will need a quiet room. I'm sure our hosts can spare one. I will go with her. It may be a while before we return, so I would ask for your patience and your faith.
We'll bring Gabu back. You see if we don't.
No, I believe in you. I mean, after the Light Warden stuff, I feel like we got
Would
it.
seem our part is played. Let us find a place to recuperate while we wait for news.
Well, soon it will be beneath the tinfoil on my grill. Bacon Bit's the most powerful scion of us all. Both facts. Nerd, know you. How you guys doing? Appreciate y'all stopping in. Uno reverse? Nuh-uh. Alright, let's go. Well, this seems a good a spot as any to have a rest. What, are you just going to sleep on the concrete outside?
For years, Eorzea has labored to find a solution to the primal problem, without success. Any hope that tempering could be reversed faded long ago. I myself had given it up as impossible. Given up on the tempered and the light-corrupted alike. They were problems to be tolerated, or else eliminated, I believed. And to think otherwise was pure naivety. Childishness, even. But Alisaie refused to give up. She struggled and she struggled. And her efforts were rewarded with a way to bring back Halric. And now countless others may no longer be beyond salvation. However much we bicker, I have the greatest respect for my sister. Had I half her stubbornness, nay, her unwillingness to accept the status quo, I would be a far better person. A far better scion.
Well, if it's any consolation, she's in awe of your work. Don't tell me, tell her. I'm gonna say that. How goes the pre-expansion content? It's been good. I'm not gonna lie. After we finished Elidibus, I had completely forgotten that Xenos was even still around. And also, the new Ascian has the goofiest name. My man's name is Fandaniel. What the hell? Don't tell me, tell her.
I should, I know. Yet, despite my good intent, I have the feeling that I would only succeed in incurring her ire.
Are you good? Why are you about to fall over dead?
Alisaie, are you all right?
The treatment. Did it work?
Graha's fine.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you all. Delighted.
Oh.
Glad.
He's okay. We can do it. If you thought you hated Asahi before he died, so far I really like Fandaniel. I like that he's just a theater kid.
Filled with thoughts of Great Father Titan. But I never forgot about Mother and Father. Always, they were in my heart. Constantly, ever, always. So I tried to focus on their faces. Theirs and yours. Alisaie's and everyone's. And I found that I could remember. One thing, then another, and another.
Your hopes reached Gaboo. they helped him to hold on.
I'm so proud of you, Gabu.
I couldn't have done it without you, Alize. Can you help the others too? Cure them, heal them, help them?
It's gonna take some time, but yeah,
Yes,
we actually
we can.
can.
All of them.
Without wishing to dampen the mood, I feel compelled to add certain caveats regarding the viability of the treatment for general use. As you know, reversing the effects of tempering demands a profuse amount of ether. And while Alize was able to heal Gabu alone, I fear the same will not be true for those who exhibit more advanced symptoms. Moreover, the treatment's effects are limited to the soul. It offers no succor to those whose very flesh has been altered through prolonged exposure to a primal's influence.
So it's only if we can get there fast.
All of which is to say that we cannot save everyone.
Maybe we can't, or maybe we can. No one gave us a hope of saving Gabu, and yet here we are. We must find a way to treat as many as possible.
Then the next logical step would be to produce a veritable army of Porkses, would it not? Granted, it seemed a simple enough process in the first, but I suspect it will be different here in the source. Not that I am any authority, of course.
That's correct, you are not.
Yet
Please
there
stop
is
speaking.
an authority on familiars to whom we may grudgingly turn.
Ooh.
She's stubborn, haughty, eccentric, irascible, laconic, annoying.
That's a lot of
her
words.
name is Master Matoya, the real one.
Yeah.
I have to go now, Gabu. But the people here will look after you, all right? And I promise to come and visit you again soon.
All right. Thank you, Alize. Thank you.
We're actually making some progress. I thought that it was just going to be like a forever problem. Like, we would never be able to undo tempering. That's really cool. Alright, let's take a little look and see if there's anybody for me to throw a quick raid out to. Nobody online right now. Let's take a look and see if there's any, like, sprouts for me to throw a raid out to. I'm specifically looking for sprouts that are pre-Endwalker. Well, actually, I guess they have to be a pre-Endwalker to be a sprout. Oh! Hey! Walter just started streaming. I'm gonna throw a raid out to Walter. Yeah, I am ending. I've got work in about an hour, and I gotta start getting ready. There's Walter. Looks like Walter's gonna be streaming some Silksong. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hope you all have a good one. I will be back tomorrow with more. Bye.